Okay, so hi everyone. Can everybody hear me? Yeah, you can just means raise your hand if you can hear me. No need to say yes or no. It's okay, not a problem. And if possible, start your cameras. Let me see how many people have joined and from where. Doesn't matter in which situation you are sitting. It's just that we need to know each other, who we are. Let me give a small introduction about myself. Uh, I think I should wait for 1 or 2 minutes more because there are still people who are joining. Otherwise, they will ask me to introduce and again repeat uh, as they join. So just give me 1 or 2 minutes and we will start. I hope my voice is clear, crisp. Everybody can hear me properly. You can use your chat windows just to say yes. Okay, great. One more thing which I want from you is that I will be needing 3 to 4 or maybe 5 coordinators who can actually coordinate with other team. Whatever I want to actually convey to all of you. It may not be possible for me to always convey the message, or I may not be available every time. So therefore, I will be needing some people. So if you want to volunteer for it, you can ping me personally, and next time I will be sending out all the details over there on the group also. But from my side, I'll be sending these 4 to 5 people also, so others can actually go and contact them. Okay, fine. So I think so. It's time to start. Uh, the camera quality, I hope it's good. You can see me. I will just keep it on for some time, and once I start teaching, I'll also off it. Once again, if possible for all of you, try to start your camera. Let me see who all are there. I give you 1 minute. Uh, Try to start your cameras. Let me see how many people have joined. And in the chat box, you can quickly write down from what all cities have you joined. So let it be Pune, Amravati, Latur, Nanded. So you can quickly write down which city you are from. Let me see in the chat box how much active you are. Cool. Cool. So I see that I'm getting the response on the chat. Very good. Nice. See, initially I was going to take this session completely or even say purely in Marathi, but I see that there are many people who have joined from outside Maharashtra also. Okay, but suppose that it happens that some of the concept or maybe whatever I'm explaining or whatever I'm teaching is not understood by you, you can just put it in the chat or you can just raise your hand and tell me. I will try to repeat that in Marathi or maybe Hindi, whatever language is comfortable to you. Okay, so let me start with my introduction. My name is Martin Yadav. I have more than 10 years of experience in IT and I am teaching from my college days. So, about my teaching experience, I have more than 12 to 13 years of experience in teaching. I started my teaching career with National Institute of Information Technology and then I visited many colleges as well as I'm right now teaching many students. So, it's almost 5,000 students I have taught till now. Okay, now the most important question, or maybe which is there in your mind, is that, or which will come to your mind, that why these free sessions, or maybe are all the sessions free, or you're gonna charge anything? I'll tell everything to you, but right now and today only I'll convey all this information to you. But right now, just pay attention to whatever I'm teaching, because let it. There are many resources which are there right now outside. Okay, just a minute, let me admit someone. Okay, so there are many resources out there. You can go anywhere and get that what is the information, and you can learn from there. So let it be YouTube, let it be Udemy, let it be many other platforms where you can learn from. But I think so that sometimes it is required that you need a person to whom you can ask a question, why this error, or maybe what is the logic for it. It cannot happen just by looking some videos on YouTube or by just commenting on YouTube videos. Okay, or maybe any other platform. So you need a person, a mentor, who will be actually telling you properly why this error has come, or maybe what is the logic for this program. All these things are required, and therefore I am here. So I'll not waste much time. If you want to know more about me, I'll just paste some links over here or on the WhatsApp group also. I'll put a WhatsApp group here also. If you have not joined that WhatsApp group, please join it, because most of the information will be conveyed through that WhatsApp group only. Okay. Is there anyone who is not understanding what I'm saying? Is there anyone who completely doesn't understand English? Please raise your hand. Please type it in uh, the comment box, or whatever it is, the chat box over there, that I don't understand English, or whatever it is. I don't understand whatever you're speaking right now. Okay. It would not happen because most of you are working or maybe in college, so most of the teaching is happening in English. But then also, if there is some concept which needs to be explained in Hindi, which is a common language which everyone will understand, I'll try to do that. Okay. Now, so let's start. Just give me a minute. Open the queue. Okay, and once you raise your hand, and if your questions are answered, please lower your hand, because I get the notification to lower your hands and I get distracted. Okay, fine. So let's start. Now, first thing is that I am teaching Python to all of you. Understand it that if you're coming from a C background or maybe from a Java background, you may face a little bit difficulty to understand the syntax in Python. Why? Because when you come from a Java background or C++ background, over there you are using curly brackets, okay, to open a block and close the block. Over here, you don't use any kind of curly brackets. It's everything depends on indentation over here. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, second thing, to install Python, I'm putting a link in the chat box right now. I'm closing my camera. Okay, now I'll start my camera at the end, and I will request all of you again to start your camera at the end. So whoever can, you can start your camera, and at that time we can talk whatever you want to discuss with me. Fine. So I'm going off camera right now, and I'll be sharing my screen and showing you everything, how we're going to proceed with the Python class. Any question, anybody wants to ask any question, please raise your hand and let me know, or maybe just start your mic and ask me whatever you want to. One more thing, do not try to do any unwanted activity in my class. I am recording this session, but this recordings will not be shared with anyone. It is only for safety purpose, that if anybody is doing any kind of activity, that should be recorded. Okay. And if it happens, that person will be removed from the group, as well as from all the meetings and classes which I'll be taking in future. Okay. So that was a notice. Please take care of it. So first thing which I would like to show you to all is that how to actually install, or maybe from where to install Python. I'll just share the link. It's very easy. Just go and download that file from there. Double click on it. After that, what process is required, that I'll tell you. Okay. I'm sharing the screen. Just pay attention now. Okay. So here I go. Where is it? Can you see the screen? Please raise your hand or just show a thumbs up if you can see the screen. Okay, cool. Who is there now? Patil. Okay, so here I'm sharing the link in the chat. Just try to open that link. So once you open that link, you will land up on a page which looks like this. download the file. Just click on over here, download the file. Once you download that file, just double click on it.
सर आपकी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है.
सबके लिए ब्रेक हो रही है, कोई
No, sir. No, sir. There must be some
ओके 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 ओके, थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू. सी, मेरी तरफ से मैं हाई स्पीड इंटरनेट यूज़ कर रहा हूँ. हो सकता है कि आवाज़ ब्रेक हो, क्योंकि मुझे भरोसा नहीं है इंडियन, मतलब इंडियन नहीं, नॉर्मली कोई भी जो लोकल प्रोवाइडर है यहाँ का, हो सकता है वॉइस ब्रेक हो, बट मोस्टली ऐसा होगा नहीं. तो आप अपनी तरफ से जो भी इंटरनेट कनेक्शन है वो एक बार चेक कर लो. ओके जिसने भी अभी मुझे पूछा या जिसके लिए आवाज़ ब्रेक हो रही थी, वो जस्ट चेक योर इंटरनेट कनेक्शन. ओके fine. So if you come down over here, you will find that you have different files for different operating systems. Just go and try to install whatever architecture you have. If you have 32-bit architecture, try to install that. If you have 64-bit architecture, try to install it. Okay, just click on this. There will be a file which will be downloaded, and double click on it and then install it. Okay, now right now don't waste your time. You will get this video anywhere on YouTube, how to install Python on Windows or maybe Linux or Mac. Okay, the process is not that difficult. Then also, if you're not able to understand it, this much process, I will put it on YouTube or maybe somewhere and just share the link with you. Okay, so don't worry about it. But it's very easy. Just try and click on this Windows installer over here. There will be one file which will be downloaded, or maybe just I'll just show it to you. See, when you click on this, you will see that something will start downloading over here. Okay, once this is complete, you just click on it and it will start installing whatever is coming as a default, this thing, what do you say, default options over there. Let it be like that and just install it. Once you install it, there's one thing which you need to do. Okay, what is that? You will try to write environment variables over here. Okay, in your start menu over here, whatever it is called, just try to write environment variables. Okay, you will see, you will get something like this: edit the system environment variables. Once you go over there, let me show you from where. So you will get a window like this. Okay, when you click on environment variables, you'll get a window like this. Go to environment variables, go to path. Okay, double click on it. You will see many paths over here. Now I have already added the Python path over here. You need to add it. So how will you do it? You'll just click on new. When you click on new, there will be one new what do you say, edit box which will be created over here. And what you need to paste over there is, I will just share it with you. Just pay attention. I have already copied. Instead of the user Marthan Yadav which is written over here, it will be your user. You have to copy this path and put it in the environment variable path. I'll just try to paste it in the chat box. Now some people are asking me that I have installed Python 3.1, or maybe it just doesn't matter. It just, I need Python 3.x to be installed on your machine. Okay. So I pasted the link, the path. That is one path which you need to copy. And the second one is the scripts folder path. So just copy this one also and paste it over here. Okay. Once again, please see the user which is mentioned over here is my name. When you go to your path, which path it is, let me show it to you. See over here. Just go and copy that path and paste it in your address bar and press enter. You will actually land up to this location. Okay. So this is what you need to copy and put it in the environment variables. So once again, I'll repeat, two things you need to copy, two paths. First path is till your Python 3, whatever version it is, and second path is /scripts. These two are required. Why? Because when you want to run your program from command line, at that time, these things come very handy. Okay, that's the only reason for which we are actually trying to put these paths into the environment variables. Okay, nothing else. Many people who have actually worked with Java, we actually take the parts of JDK and JVM and put it in the environment variables. So you must be knowing it. Okay, but I wanted to tell you because when I'll be showing you the Visual Studio IDE, I will be running the programs from the terminal. So it may not happen for you because you have not added it to your to your environment variables. So that's the first thing which you need to do. I think so. You all are very smart. There is no one who doesn't know how to actually go and search what to do and what not to do. So most of you will be visiting a YouTube video or maybe anywhere else, and you will be able to install the Python Python 3.x version, and then you're ready to start with Python. Okay, so just in the chat box, just write down done, 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 so that I understand it, that most of you have understood how to install Python. Okay, I'm opening the chat window. I want to see the message done to be typed in the chat windows to just to understand that whatever I am speaking, whatever I'm trying to convey to you is understood by you, and you will be able to install Python on your machine. Great, great. So I've shared my screen. You all can see that people are putting done over there. So you can also take some pain and just write done over there just to motivate me teaching you and let others also know that this is an interactive session. Okay, okay, fine. Thank you very much. Let's start with the actual thing, that is Python. It's a very interesting language, first of all. Let me just share you my experience. I never ever liked Python before because I was from a C background, C++ background, and अब ये ऐसे होता है ना, बीच में ही कोई आता है तो फिर okay, fine. So I was from C, C++, Java background where I used to love to work in Java. But let me tell you that I'm working as a lead data analyst right now, and slowly moving towards data scientist. So when I talk about these terms or maybe these fields, Python is a must language which you should know. Okay, right now if you are learning or maybe if you're knowing how to actually deal with Python, there are many job opportunities which are there for you in the market. Okay, what will you actually learn from my class or maybe whatever sessions I'm gonna take? First thing, you will be able to make any basic project out of Python by just doing these free sessions. Okay, second thing, if you are really good into Python, I will be posting some of the openings on my group, or maybe you join me anywhere. Whatever openings I get, internships, offerings I get, I post it over there. You can directly connect with me, or you can DM me, or you can just ping me on WhatsApp. I connect you with the person wherever the opening is, and you will be able. But it's wholesome your responsibility that you crack the interview. But I make sure that even if you do these free sessions, you will be able to crack one or the other interview, because what is required in an interview is that understanding. Understanding means not of Python programming, but how to actually build a logic whenever a question is given to you, how to actually write an answer for it. Okay, or maybe how to write a program for it. That is very important, because you can go and learn n number of languages. Okay, you can go and learn how to write in C, how to write in C++, but if a data structure question is given to you, and if it is asked to you that please apply this data structure question in Python, over there actual logic comes, and you need to understand over there that how to write that program. Okay, you go to n number of platforms right now, Hacker Earth, Hacker Rank, Lead Code. You go anywhere, whenever a person who is not good in logic, if he picks any kind of a program from there, he will be not able to do it because his basic logic is not good. Okay, second thing, if you think so that AI, with the help of AI, you will be able to do any kind of work, then I'm really sorry, you will not be able to do it. If you don't know basics of programming language, even if AI creates a code for you, you'll not be able to change it or maybe make the changes as per your requirement. That's very important. Okay, you can actually create n number of things using AI. Means you can generate n number of code using AI, but that will be a ready-made code which you have to use as it is. But let's say that you have to make any kind of change in it, then you need to know how to actually deal with Python programming, or maybe whatever programming code which is generated for you. Okay, fine. So let me show you the first program in Python right now, which is very easy. But what I am interested in teaching you is that what is the process of Python programming, means how a Python program is actually executed. Okay, so all of you just pay attention now. Just write down Python in the chat box quickly before I start with the first program. Quickly just write down Python in the chat box. Give that energy to me also, and you also be prepared with pen and paper just to understand how Python programming actually works. Okay, so here I'm sharing my screen. I'm opening my Visual Studio. If you want to install Visual Studio, so that link also I'm putting it on the chat box. You can just go over there and install it from there. So let me just put that link also for you. I'm ready with all these links, so just copy that and I'll put it in the chat box. Thank you so much for your love. I see Python, Python, Python all over my chat box. So here I am putting the Visual Studio link. You can click it over there or copy it from there, and you will land up to a page like this, to the downloads page. Here also you have different what do you say, executing file for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. So whatever your system is, just go and download it. Okay, once you download it and install it, you will be able to see a Visual Basic screen like this, which is there in front of you. Okay, if you have already installed it, okay, one more thing. Now when I'm teaching, I'm in a flow. Okay, I may go in a speed where you cannot match with me. You may unmute yourself and tell me that, sir, you're going too fast and we are not able to understand it. I'll try to match up your speed, or maybe I'll try to lower my speed. Okay, but mostly it will not happen. But then also, if it happens, you can do that. Now, if all of you have already installed Visual Studio and you want to know what all extensions you need, so these are the extensions which you need to install. If they are not there, just write down Python over there, and whatever extension you see of Microsoft, just install it. Okay, so you see I have installed these two. You can see it over here. Okay, so this one you can just note down, take a screenshot of this, or maybe you can just note down it over here. These are the two which I have installed, and they are enough. You don't need much. I hope everyone has noted that down. So one is Python,
Sir,
but yeah, yes.
can you show that process? Cause yesterday I tried for that, and there was asking multiple extension. Can I show my screen?
Which, for installing the extensions?
No, before installing that, it was asking something.
Okay, not a problem. Just
Just
wait right
not
now.
to
Just wait
load.
right now. Don't share your screen with me. After the class, that is at 10 p.m., I will wait for some time. At that time, you can show it to me and we'll solve your problem. Okay?
Okay, sir.
But right now,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm purposely doing it. I'm really sorry because that will just break the flow. And whatever I want to complete today, I'll not be able to do that. But I will surely wait after 10. We'll give you 5 to 10 minutes. At that time, whoever has a problem, we can solve it. So right now, these are the two things which you need to install, these two extensions, and we're done. Fine. Okay,
Okay,
so
thanks.
yeah, fine. So once you are done with your Visual Studio setup, once you are done with your extension setup, you have to write only this line in Python as the first hello world program. Okay, so this is the line: print your brackets, round brackets, which you say in normal terms, and in your double quotes you write hello world. Once you are done writing hello world, that's it. You stop over there. Now the next process, I am showing it to you. Just pay attention. Okay. Now once you do that, it may be that your screen is empty like this. You don't have that terminal window. From where do you get that terminal window? Click over here. You'll see terminal. and you just click on new terminal. Okay, there will be a terminal window which will be open for you. Fine. Once the terminal window opens, you will see that it will be there in your current folder wherever you have made your project or maybe whatever you're doing. Someone wants to join. Just a minute. Okay, fine. Going back now, if anyone joins, I'm not gonna accept him or her. Okay, so you're in the Visual Studio window. You open the terminal. You see that I am in this folder, Python program. Now, if I do a dir command over here, you will see that what all folders are there inside that folder. Okay, so directory, what all directories are there. I've already created some of the folders as per the classes which I'm going to take. So I will enter into my first named folder. Okay, so if you can see over here, first, second, all these are folders. I want to enter one of the folder. So I'll just write first and enter. Okay, let's clear the screen and I'll do I'll try to open, or maybe just once I have this thing written over here, and whenever I want to run my Python program, I use pypy and the name of the program. Okay, so inside my first named folder, I have this program written with me. Okay, and I want to run this program, so I'll just give the name of that program and press a tab. It will automatically select that program. If not, you can write the whole name of the program and whatever you have given the name, just select it and press enter. Once you do that, on the screen you will see that hello world is printed for you. Okay, that is what our aim was as the first program. Now, behind this, what all things have happened and what all things I did not share with you. So when you write print hello world like this, you need to save this file. Now, as you save your Java file, C file, your Java file has extension as .java, your C file has extension as .c. Over your Python files will have the extension as .py. Okay, simply py means Python over here, and therefore we are saving these files as .py file. Okay, how do you save it? Just to show you, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new file over here, new file. Pay attention. I'll give the name just to show you the process. Okay, so I give new file and I'll say .py. Okay, and I press enter. Once I do that, now it is asking me to save it somewhere. So I'll just say new file .py and create file. Once I do that, you see that it's created over here. Okay, why I'm doing this? So that the first program, at least you will be able to do step by step with me. If not, if you don't have Visual Studio right now installed with you, but you have already installed Python, I'll show it to you without Visual Studio also, how you can do it. Fine. Now, once you're done with this new file, you just write print and in brackets hello world. That's it. Save it. I come back to my terminal. Pay attention. In your first folder, new file.py is already present over there. I say py and new file and just press enter, and again the program is executed for me. Okay. From here, the main thing, or maybe the first interview question which may be asked to you by any interviewer, to a fresher or maybe at least a 1 or 2 years experienced person. Okay, so they may ask you, what happens when you execute a Python program? So if you see, there's nothing rocket science which has happened over here. We just wrote py and we just gave the name of the file name in front of it, pressed enter, and whatever was there in your program, your program file or maybe in your source code, that got executed. Okay, but if you want to really crack an Python interview, you should know that a Python program is a compiled interpreted language where whenever you run a program, there is an intermediate file which is created. Okay. Now you will ask me, sir, that intermediate file, can we see that? Okay. Normally, when you use py as the command to run your program, you'll not be able to see it. Okay. But if I write something like Python -m, or we may say -m, and after that, if you try to give this thing that is your name of your program and press an enter, you will see, just give me a minute. It's coming in between. Okay, where is my, okay, can you see over here, there is a folder which is created for me, that is __ py cache, and inside this there is one file which is created for me. On the left hand side, can you see over here, there is a file created for me which has extension as pyc. Okay, so this is a file which actually creates behind the scene, and this has the intermediate code which is there, which is actually read by your Python virtual machine and then interpreted into the machine code. Okay, so this is what happens behind the scene, which you need to explain to the person who is asking you that how is a Python program actually executed. So what you will say is that wherever Python program is executed, there is a .pyc file which is created, and that pyc file is then interpreted by your Python virtual machine into machine code, and this is how your Python program actually works. Okay, I hope so you understood. I don't know how many of you knew it. If you knew it from beginning, very good. The people who do not know it like from beginning, please write down in your comment box that it is your first time. Just write down FIRST first in the comment box, so that I understand that how many people did it for the first time, or maybe made it for the first time, what a .pyc file is. Let me open the chat window and just write down first over there, just to let me know that how many people knew it, or maybe how many people have seen it for the first time. Thank you very much. Just put it first and let me see. Yes, yes, yes. What was the
Will you
question?
please repeat? Will you please repeat that? I need to note it down. So
Yeah, for sure. I will repeat it. Whatever I'm teaching, I'll be repeating it 2 to 3 times. You will not lose it. Okay. Fine. So whatever I said right now, I'm repeating it. Whenever a Python program is executed, it is not directly executed or maybe converted to a machine code. There is in between code which is intermediate code which is created, but we are not able to see that intermediate code because a layman should not know what is happening behind the picture. So there is a .pyc file which is created, which contains a code which is only and only understood by the Python virtual machine. Okay. One more thing I would like to add over here, sir. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why does this happen like this? Okay. Now what happens is every computer has its own architecture. Every computer has its own architecture. So when you actually write a program on one machine and try to execute on other machine, if this intermediate code is not created, it may happen that that machine is not able to execute your code. So that for this reason, to make your program write once and run anywhere, you means this kind of .pyc file is created, so that whatever Python you have installed on your machine, that will convert this code into machine code and execute it for it. Okay, I hope so everyone has understood it. I did not see a lot of message in chat box right now. Please write down understood over there in the chat box, then only I'll continue to understand that yes, all of you have understood whatever concept I wanted to teach. Just write down at least understood over there in the chat box, so that I understand that every one of you have understood it. Quickly, just write down understood. and then I'll continue. Good, great. Cool. So I hope so that process is understood. Okay. One more thing. Now, one more thing. Now, see what happens is whenever your Python program is getting executed, uh, now I have written this code with me, that is the hello world program. Okay, now there is a flow how it works. So first time when you are actually writing this hello world program, this .pyc file will be created, but it will be hidden from you. You'll not be able to see it. So first time whenever this file is created, you see the create date of this file will be always greater than your source code file. Now I hope so you're understanding it what I'm saying. Now pay attention. The file.py file is your source code file, and this pyc file is your intermediate file. Once again, this py file over here, that is hello world.py file, this is your source code, and this .pyc file is a file which is your intermediate code. Whenever your intermediate code file's create date is more than, pay attention, whenever your .pyc file's create date is more than your source code date, okay, your .pyc file is not created again. Means what? This means that you're trying to just run the code. Just let me pay attention what I'm saying. See over here, already my .pyc file is created for me. Now if I try to run my code, that is my hello world program, like this, my .pyc file is not going to get created once again. Why I am trying to explain you all these things? Because whenever a person takes interview, you need to impress him. Okay, and when you know all these things, that is small details of Python, of the execution of Python program, the person who is sitting in front of you will understand that you are closely working with Python, and therefore I'm trying to teach this. And one more thing, from whatever sessions free I'm taking, it is not of free quality. Okay, मीन्स तुम सिर्फ आके हवाबाजी करके जा रहे हो तो कोई मतलब नहीं है. सिर्फ इतने फ्री सेशंस करके भी तुम बहुत सारे इंटरव्यू क्लियर कर सकते हो. इसलिए ईमानदारी से आना और ईमानदारी से पढ़ के जाना. ओके, फ्री है इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि जब मर्जी आ रहे हो जब मर्जी जा रहे हो. वहाँ पे भी ट्रैक रखूंगा मैं. अगली बार से जो भी 5-6 दिन मेरे को दिखा नहीं उसको मैं एडमिट ही नहीं करूँगा मेरी क्लास में. ओके फाइन. सो वंस अगेन लेट मी रिपीट इट. सो सोर्स कोड का जो क्रिएट डेट होता है और आपका जो .pyc फाइल का क्रिएट डेट होता है, अगर .pyc फाइल का क्रिएट डेट ग्रेटर है आपके सोर्स कोड से, तो आपका .pyc फाइल वापस से बनता नहीं है. वट एवर इज देयर इट गेट्स एग्जीक्यूटेड, दैट pyc फाइल गेट्स एग्जीक्यूटेड. बट if you make some changes in your source code and then again you save it, okay, you have not compiled it, you save it, and now when you try to execute it, so now it is checked that which file's create date is greater, and now if your source code's file's create date is greater, then a new .pyc file will be created for you and that gets executed for you. I hope so everyone understood it. Okay, if not, I'll just one more time repeat it. If your .pyc file create date is greater than your source code create date, then .pyc file is not created again. Means a new .pyc file is not created. But if you make some changes to your hello world program or maybe any Python program, you save it, and now the .create date or maybe the modified date is changed. Okay, and if it is greater than your .pyc file, then a new .pyc file will be created whenever you try to run your source code. So that's as simple as that. Fine. So if you're making notes somewhere, if you're writing it somewhere, this is what you need to make a note of. Is that clear? Cool. Fine. Okay. Now, next thing which I want to share with you is that if you don't have Visual Studio installed on your machine right now, okay, then what you'll do? It's very easy. It's not necessary that you need any kind of IDE to run. There was some questions to me on the group and personal also that, sir, we have PyCharm installed. Doesn't matter. Okay. Even if you have PyCharm installed on your system, even if you have Visual Studio installed on your system, even if you have IntelliJ installed in your system, doesn't matter at all. All these are IDEs, doesn't matter. You can use any IDE. If you are working online, you can go and work on Jupyter Notebook also, okay? Or you can go and work on Google Colab also. just write down these names somewhere. I'll just mention it over here. Just see. So first one I said is Visual Studio. Second one, you can use PyCharm also. Third, the most famous, you can use Eclipse also. Eclipse is also there for Python. You can use Anaconda, you can use anything. You can, if you're going online, you can go for Google Colab. If you're going for, you can go for Jupyter Notebook also. Okay, so these are some names which I have given. You can go anywhere and try whatever I'm teaching. Okay, everywhere it will run. Now let me show you how to do it without using a Visual Studio thing. So you just simply go to your notepad, make a new file, just try to write the code inside this. I'll just write Jai Hind over here. Okay, I'll try to save this file. Just pay attention, I'm trying to save this file somewhere else now. So I'll try to save this file in my C folder. So I'll go over here and C, and here I'll say jai.py. Okay, I'm purposely showing this because there may be some people who have not installed, or maybe will not be able to install Visual Studio on the first go. So they will, it's not a hurdle. You can do it in normal notepad also, or notepad plus or whatever you have. So py. Okay, so it's, I don't have privilege, so I'll just go inside some folder. So let's say, do I have a folder? XAMPP. Okay, I'll go inside XAMPP and save it. So save it. Fine. Now once I'm done with that, pay attention. I open my CMD prompt. I've opened my CMD prompt. In your CMD prompt, again, pay attention. You need to go inside your C drive, which I am already there, but I need to go back. So if the people who don't know how to actually work with CMD prompt, pay attention to go back to the previous directory. I give a cd space ... I go back to a directory. Okay, again I do a cd space ... I go back to the directory. Okay, now if I want to see what all files are there, or maybe the directories are there, I'll just do a dir. Okay, once I do a dir, I'll see all those directories. Now inside this, I have this XAMPP directory with me. I need to go inside it, so I'll just do cd and I'll write XAMPP and go inside it. Okay, pay attention properly. Now inside this, there was a file that is j.py which I stored. Let me show it to you. If I go inside my this thing, let's go to XAMPP. Where is XAMPP? Yeah, so inside this, you see there will be a file which we created. So you can see jai.py file. Okay, you see this file. Now let me go back to my command prompt. Now the thing which we did in the environment variables. Okay, this is the reason we did that, because from my command prompt also, that is from anywhere, from any location of my command prompt, wherever I am there, I should be able to run my Python programs. That is the reason we have added these paths to my environment variable. This may also be a question in some of the startups, or maybe to a fresher, that why do we add these paths to the environment variables. Okay, that has happened to me when I was very new and had my first 2-3 interviews. At that time, this question was asked to me for Java related interview, but this may happen for a Python related interview also. So just make note of it, that from any location, if I want to actually run my Python programs, so I try to add these paths to my environment variables. Okay, there are many other reasons also, but right now this is the basic reason which is required to adding your paths to the environment variables. Okay, now once I am over here, I just write py and I give the name of that file, that is jai.py, and I'll run it. Once I run it, that things comes in front of me. Okay, so I wanted to just show to you that even if you don't have any kind of what do you say IDE which is not installed on your machine, doesn't matter, you can run it from here also. Okay, one more thing, whenever you install Python on your system, and when you write Python over here, there will be a IDLE which will be there. This will be one app which will be there. Open it, you will see a white screen which will come in front of you. This is, you can say, a terminal kind of thing, or a shell which used to run your Python programs. Okay, so if I just write anything over here, it will give me the answer like whatever you want to. So even if I write print over here and give any kind of, I'm just trying to show you the different ways by which you can run a Python code, so that you don't have any kind of excuse that I was not able to do it. And here you go, and it prints it. Okay, so that's a shell. You can run your program from here also. Means, sir, अगर मेरे पास फाइल है तो यहाँ पे मैं फाइल कैसे ये करूँगा, रन कैसे करूँगा. So what you can do is, you can go to file, you can go to open a module, or maybe you can just say open, and we had just made a j.py right now, so we'll try to open that. We'll go to XAMPP. Where's that XAMPP folder? Inside that we had a j name folder, so we'll select it, and we'll say open. Okay, once I do that, you see that file gets opened for me, and it's very easy. Just go on run and click on run module, and you will see that module will be executed for you from this IDLE also. Yes. Okay, once again I'm opening the chat box. Just write down smile over there, SMILE, smile, if you have understood everything till now, whatever I have taught to you. Just write down smile. Let me see how many of you are there active while I'm teaching you Python. Just write down smile over there on the screen. Let me see how many messages I receive. Thank you very much. So yes, people are there with me, and hope so you are learning something new. The same energy will be there throughout all the sessions, and I expect the same from you. Whatever I'm teaching, that should reach you, but that will happen only and only when you are sitting active on the other side of the window. These are online classes. I may not know what you're doing while I'm teaching, but just be, what do you say, हिंदी में कहूँ तो ईमानदार रहो खुद के लिए, और वहाँ पे जो बैठे हो तुम स्क्रीन के सामने, तो पूरी श्रद्धा के साथ बैठो कि कुछ भी हो जाए, ये जो फ्री सेशन है उसमें से मैं कुछ सीख के जाऊँगा, और अगर कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है तो फॉर श्योर मैं उसे क्रैक करूँगा. ओके, सो आई थिंक सो इट शुड नॉट बी मच फॉर द फर्स्ट सेशन. We will be doing a lot of things from tomorrow, but right now I think so I should stop over here. The question which I said that many of you would have in your mind, that sir, क्या ये सारे के सारे सेशंस फ्री हैं? आप ये सेशंस फ्री क्यों ले रहे हो, क्यों नहीं ले रहे हो? तो मैं स्क्रीन मेरी स्टॉप करता हूँ अभी शेयर करना, और वीडियो चालू करता हूँ और आपको सब कुछ बताता हूँ. So let's stop sharing. Okay, whoever wants to start the camera, you can. Let me also see how people look, whoever have joined. Start your cameras, don't be shy, just start your cameras, let me see. Good, some people have started the camera. Thank you. Okay, why is my camera not starting? Just a minute. Uh-oh. Fine. So there's some problem with my camera. It's not starting. Anyways, fine. So I see some of the faces. Very good. Thank you very much that you have started your camera. Other people who did not start the camera, I request you once again. Don't be shy. Just don't be shy. Start your camera. Let me see who all are there. There are people from different cities in Maharashtra. I see that there are people from Latur, Nanded, Amravati, Usmanabad, Pune. Some people are from Bangalore. Some people are from Punjab also. Some people are from Delhi also. Some people are from Kolkata also. Very good, nice. I hope so you have understood everything, whatever I have taught today. So coming to the question, answer to the question, I will be teaching the free sessions till 20th of this month. Okay, almost everything will be covered in those free sessions. What will not be covered now, whenever my aim is actually to give whatever basic is required just to get a track for you, so that after actually attending these free sessions also, you can go anywhere, wherever you're getting any other course, and join that, but which should be a little bit one more scale up to Python. Means what? Courses like data analyst, courses like making a website in Python, making some desktop applications in Python, data scientist courses, or maybe any courses which need this basic Python knowledge, that you should be able to do after this Python course. Okay, so I will be teaching till 20th of December. Most of the things which are there in Python will be covered till then. There are paid classes also which I take, and I'll be very open for it. I don't want to hide anything. You can go and just search about me anywhere. So, but those paid classes, I'll be actually putting all those ads or maybe whatever I have on the group. Whoever wants to join it after 20th of December can join it. If you don't want to join it, it's okay. You have learned a lot of things till 20th of December. You can just go and enjoy that knowledge, and that is just information which I want to share with you. There's nothing else which I want to share with you means about the class or maybe any other thing. Okay, so whatever new information is there, that will be put on the group. Whatever new classes or new batches or maybe new free sessions which are apart from Python will also be there on the group. So wherever the knowledge is getting taught to you, or maybe new concepts are taught to you, just go and grab those sessions. I'm here to help you with Python. I will be giving you mentorship, I will be giving you assignments, I will be giving you some opportunities which comes to me, and I'll just share it with you and you can grab it. Okay, so that's it from my side for today. I hope so all of you have understood what I have taught to you. The people who want to stay back and have some questions, I'm there for you. Others can drop. Good night, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you guys,
Sir,
thank
I
you.
have a
Yeah.
sir.
Just wait for some time. Let people drop. I will tell you when to ask the question. Just wait. Let people drop, whoever wants to drop, and then we can start. Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
Yes. So, first question was that when you told that the source code is created about the date and PYC file, so when we edit it, I wanted the other half which you said.
So whenever we edit it, no. So what happens is whenever you are editing any file, the date of that will get changed, right? So that
Okay.
will be the
Okay.
recent date. So that if that recent date is more than your .pyc file, then
Okay.
this means that it's a new code. So you have the compiler or maybe the Python thing will create a new .pyc file for you, and then it will
Okay.
execute that .pyc file. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes, sir. And one more thing I wanted to ask is when I installed Python as in you told me, so there, us rather, so there we have that pathka option, sir, which we just have to click there. So it will take us to environment variables right there, and then we don't have to add it in the environment path.
Wait. Come again. What option was there?
There was an option add to path down there. There's a square thing. You
Okay,
just have to
yeah. I
click
think
there.
so. Then it will add to the this
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
environment variables.
yeah.
What you can do
And
is you can click on it. You can choose that option. Go to environment variable and just check it if it has added or not. If it was there, well and good. If not, then you can add it.
yeah, it was there, sir.
Okay, then that's great. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Any other question? रोहित सर पाहिलं मी तुम्हाला खारगुडे सर. Okay. Any question?
No,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Sir, installing the Visual Studio, there was some came one window which asked for a web cloud, and in that ASP.NET Web Development, Azure Development, Node.js.
त्याची काय गरज
And
नाही, त्याची काही गरज नाही.
मग काय त्याच्यातलं फक्त पायथन डेव्हलपमेंट घ्यायचं.
फक्त पायथन डेव्हलपमेंट घ्यायचे आणि काय बाकी कशाचीच गरज नाही. आणि तुम्ही क्लिक चूज पण केलं तर तुमचं काय होणार नाही त्याच्यामध्ये. यू कॅन जस्ट सिलेक्ट इट अँड कीप इट लाईक दॅट. इट विल जस्ट टेक सम स्पेस अँड नथिंग एल्स. Okay, in maybe in future if you want to use Node.js and everything, so it will be there with you. So means just install it. Doesn't, it will not harm you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. Any other question?
Yes. So, yeah, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I
This
can.
is Kanisha from this side.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, I am able to see your screen.
Yes. So, what went wrong in my second one? 7 minus 5, you told me, so it came. What happened in my second one?
Is this? Are you showing it through your mobile to me?
Yes, I was showing through my mobile because I just
Your
downloaded
P
it
is
on my
capital,
laptop.
beta. Just make your P small.
Acha, P should be small. Can I edit this here?
No, you cannot. You have to write it again. This is a shell, so you cannot do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, if I make it to print, bracket, yeah, it came.
Okay. Thank
so
you.
much.
Any other
Yes,
question?
yeah, please. And when I downloaded this video, where should I go from here now?
What did you download?
Uh, Video Studio.
Visual Studio. Visual Studio. Okay. Now from here, you just close that window. Can you see there's a cross sign? Go a little bit up. Yeah, cross. Yeah, just close it and just go to File. Open a new file, and then you can start. Okay. Just write down the name over here. That is hello world.py or new or whatever your first.py, and that will work.
Okay.
Okay.
you, sir.
Cool.
Thank you
Not a
so
problem.
much.
Okay, guys. Any other question, or should I stop? Should I leave the meeting?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
In Visual Code, we can also run the code through the arrow button which is present.
Yes.
on the
Yes.
right-hand
Yes.
side
Yes.
of
We
the
can do
desktop.
that. We can do that. Next time I'm gonna show that.
Okay, so it's not compulsory now that we should use the command line prompt.
It is not, but I would suggest to do it because there are many things which can do through command line. Don't go and use mouse much, but try to use your keyboard as much as possible.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Sir, you
yeah.
are also going to teach data analysis.
No, that will not be in the free sessions. I'm really sorry because that's a very vast thing and I cannot take that as free sessions. Yeah, that will be after. To be very honest, all these things, I will be very open about it. Once the free sessions are done, after that, whatever is next level courses, that I'll put it on the group or maybe in the mail also. You will see whatever you are interested in at that time you can join if you want to.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Means, free sessions are till 28th of December.
Till 20th of December. In that, most of the things will be covered. Yeah.
After that, the paid sessions will be there.
After that, there will be paid sessions, but when those paid sessions will be, what all things are required for that paid sessions, that will be shared with you. And those paid sessions will be paid sessions which will not have a very high fees. That will be again into a very minimal fees, but the course content will be of that level. Of that means a level of which will have a lot of things which are required for data analysts and data scientists. Okay, next question. That's it. Okay, thank you very much. Who's that?
सर आरती हिअर.
Yeah, yes, Aarti.
सर तुम्ही बोलले ना की 28 पर्यंत होणार आहेत फ्री
20
सेशन्स.
20
त्याच्यानंतर ह्याचा
20
20
20
पर्यंत.
20 हां.
ठीक आहे, मग त्याच्यानंतर ऍडव्हान्स घेतल्या जातील का क्लासेस?
त्याच्यानंतर ॲडव्हान्स क्लासेस आणि ॲडव्हान्स क्लास खरं सांगितलं गेलं तर खरं म्हणजे जे पण आहेत मीटिंगमध्ये आता ॲडव्हान्स क्लासेससाठी बेसिक्स क्लिअर पाहिजेत आणि तेच बेसिक्स मी क्लिअर करून देतो. त्याच्यानंतर तुम्ही कुठे पण कोणताही क्लास केला तरी तुम्हाला सगळं काही कळेल. त्याच्यामुळे हे क्लासेस आहेत आणि मुलांना या फक्त एवढ्या जे 20पर्यंत मी जे एवढं शिकवणार आहे ना त्याच्यासाठीच उगीच लुटलं जातं. खूप पैसे घेतात. पण तेच गोष्ट मी आणि काही 2-3 टीचर्स आहेत ते प्रयत्न करतो की फ्रीमध्ये शिकवावं म्हणून. त्यानंतर मग आपली आपली मर्जी असते. ज्याला जे करायचं ते करू शकतं.
येस सर. आणि फीज काय?
ते नंतर मी सांगेन. आताच त्याचं टेन्शन घेऊ नका. 20पर्यंत मजे करा. चांगलं शिकून घ्या. त्यानंतर बघू आपण ते काय.
चालेल.
ओके.
थँक्यू सर.
ओके, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच एव्हरीवन. गुड नाईट. बाय बाय.
Thank you. Good night.